fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Desperados and the Sacramento Condors.
Season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Now a first catch for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Locke. Eluding the pressure right.
Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
15 yards on the play. First down.
Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield. Locke. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, big hold of the 30. Going for the right side here, complete. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 45-yard line.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This one was a sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got Snead. Past the 20, 10, and touchdown. Willie Snead. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-play?
It's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Running from the gun to Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Block working out of the gun. Going for Henry, but this is intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense. He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Carrier.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jerry Judy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a handoff looking right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tackle
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
These 2 offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Handler now on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Down and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning up.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Makes the score Desperados 24, Condors 13.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Jackson. He lets it fly from Lockett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
At the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson will throw again. That'll be complete to Dobbins. The completion, but they go in the wrong. Direction, a loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And then
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll fire one downfield for... It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it right away, and it didn't work out.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And 11 at the 15-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And these guys have got it
trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lock. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by McManus is good. So we have come to halftime, and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a handoff looking right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the gun, they'll try to run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That will whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Complete to tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
First and
called out a very strong gain of 24. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Jefferson.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And This time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd and 15.
They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action. Now it's Locke. They'll fire one down. This is caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Noah Fant, 40 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Block now to throw. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. shotgun snap to Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And this will be a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Desperados 34, Condors 27.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Locke trying again after the pick six. Hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
19 yards.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Henry. Get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Desperados.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. from the gun. Block. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Second down and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them. That I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Desperados 41, Condors 27.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. And got his man complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. But how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Lock. Had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Sam Martin.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a handoff looking right. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
2nd and 6. at the 42-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Time to shine. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Lock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Lock to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This from 55 yards out. Got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Toronto's 44